Hey, how's it going? My name is Chad Dato. This is my very first YouTube video. I'm entitling this one Every Man's Diet, just because I believe this is a diet for every man, just like me. I was able to drop about 30 pounds in the course of 6 months. So let me just start off with this disclaimer. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a health and wellness coach. These are just some things that have helped me that I thought I'd just pass along. You know, let me start off by telling you my why, because I do think that's important. You hear that about everything, right? What's your why? You got to stick to it. But it really is true, because if you don't have that why, then you're not going to stick to it, because anything that's worthwhile it's work, it's hard. And so, this isn't going to happen overnight. Let me just say that, losing weight, it took you a while. It took me a while to gain the weight, right? And so it's going to take a while to lose the weight. So if you've ever, just like working out, if you've ever built muscle, if you just stay consistent, persistent, then over time you'll see change, you'll see transformation. Losing weight, doing this, it's the same thing. It's not going to happen in a week, 2 weeks. A lot of times in the first week or two, you will start dropping some pounds. You'll see that because there's a change in your body, and then it'll probably slow down a little bit. So you just got to be consistent with this, and that's why sticking to your why is so important. For me, I've got bad knees. I've got tendonitis in both of my knees, really bad in my left knee. And so I had put on, I was about 30 pounds heavier than I wanted to be, and it was just killing my knees. They say for every pound, it's so much pressure that it adds to your knee. I don't know the exact stat on that, but my knees were just hurting, just throbbing, walking around every day. I was in a lot of pain at night. I'd lay in bed and my knees were throbbing. It's hard for me to go to sleep. And then it would even wake me up at night with so much pain. And then just also being heavier, I wasn't sleeping well. I have mild sleep apnea. And so being overweight made it worse. I'd wake up just not feeling rested at all. And so I was just determined. I was tired of it. And I wanted to lose the weight. I was tired of having just the gut as well. So there are 3 things that I did that really helped me. I had tried just various diets. I had tried, Advocare 21-day challenge and the Whole30, and no knock against those. They're great and they worked for me. But the problem was, at least for me, it wasn't practical. I didn't think it was sustainable to eat that. I just didn't have time to meal prep, and it just didn't fit my lifestyle. So I had to find something that worked for me, that would work that I could fit into my lifestyle. I knew that I was still gonna eat fast food. I was still gonna eat pizza, order pizza. I've got kids, and so that was just part of it. And so I had to find something that worked. So there were 3 things that I did that really, really helped. The first was intermittent fasting. And you've probably heard that term before, but intermittent fasting means that you go a period of time without eating, and then a smaller period of time where you eat. For me, it was, and most people do this, it's 16 hours where you don't eat, and then 8 hours where you do. So I wasn't eating after 8 o'clock at night, and then I wasn't eating again until noon the next day. And at first that was really difficult because my body was just used to eating breakfast in the morning. I was never a huge breakfast eater, but I had to kind of wean myself off of that by eating like a smaller breakfast. Like a boiled egg is really good in the morning to start with, just because that is filling, has a lot of protein, and just I think maybe like 70 calories, something like that. I'd throw some Cholula on it too, which is really good. Intermittent fasting also helps your brain in the morning. It helps to engage your brain and to give you more focus and more clarity. as well. So intermittent fasting works really well. 16 hours where you don't eat, and then 8 hours where you do. The second thing that I did, which really made a huge impact, was I started budgeting my calories. I started treating my calories as if they were money, where I put them every day. I'd have a budget of calories that I wanted to spend. For me, I wanted to stay under 2,000 or close to it. And so I just decided, hey, where was I going to spend and how was I going to spend my calories? So a lot of times what I would do, I would try to control the meals where I know I could, the meals that I could control the calorie intake, like lunch. If I was at home for lunch, I would fix a healthy choice. Those are great. The cafe steamers or whatever they're called, the steamer bowls. Those are really good. I think those have like anywhere from 300 to 400 calories. And they're pretty cheap, like under $3 at Walmart. So I was even saving money, not, eating out. And then in between meals, I was, if I got hungry for snacks, I would do the boiled egg again or fruit. I try to cut out as much sugar as I could at first, which was difficult, but like sugar-free creamer in my coffee, sugar-free Jell-O. If I was just craving sweets, which I don't a lot, but when I would get the Fudgsicles, which have like 40 calories. And then I would, a lot of times what I would do is I'd save my calories for like a bigger dinner, like when the kids would be home from school. We would have a dinner. I'd eat normal, whatever the family was having. Or if I was going to eat out at night, or we were going to go to a restaurant, I would save my calories for that night. If I was going to, at lunch, if I'm going to eat out fast food, then I would look ahead of time on that restaurant's website at their nutritional guide to see, what can I get that's, maybe under 500 calories or something, or some right around 500, 600, somewhere around there. Chick-fil-A, I eat there a lot, grilled chicken sandwich, substitute the fries for the side salad with a light Italian dressing, and then a diet soft drink. If I was going to go get a burger, I'd look ahead, on the nutritional guides, what can I get that's lower in calories, every place. So just kind of ahead of time preparing, knowing where you want to spend the calories. But once again, it's really just about how you budget your calories. That's the big deal. It's really more of a mindset. Where are you going to spend your calories? You're going to save them at lunch because at dinner you're going to have a bigger dinner, and so that's where you're going to want to spend them. So that was the second thing. First thing, intermittent fasting, 16 hours where you didn't eat, 8 hours where you did. Second thing, budgeting your calories, how and where you're going to spend them. The third thing that I did was just cardio. I always hated cardio growing up, unless I was playing basketball or something like that, running around, sports. I would do more, weightlifting. But now that I'm older, I love cardio. In fact, I choose that. If I had to choose that between that and lifting weights, I choose cardio. I just like the way it makes me feel. It helps just, releasing the endorphins. It gives you that high, that good feeling. It's helped with my blood pressure as well, where I don't even need blood pressure medication anymore because I've dropped weight and because of, just exercising. But I try to do cardio about, if I can, 4 to 5 times a week at 30-minute increments. I get on an elliptical machine just because of the low impact on the knees. That helps having bad knees. But whatever you can do, elliptical, bike, jogging, whatever. But I encourage you to do some cardio, 3, 4, 5 times a week. And another thing that helps with, it allows you to have more calories that you can spend if you want to do that. Or, if you're still sticking under that 2,000, around 2,000 calories, then you've just knocked more off by burning calories, doing cardio. I know when I get on the elliptical, I can burn in 30 minutes about 460 calories. So I can either spend those somewhere throughout the day if I want to eat more, if a little bit more, or I'm just going to even take more calories off of my budget of calories. So cardio, that's a big deal. So the three things: number one, intermittent fasting, 16 hours off, not eating, 8 hours eating. The second thing, budgeting your calories, staying 2,000 or a little under 2,000. And the third thing, doing some cardio 3, 4, 5 times a week. If you stick with those, once again, this is not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a week. But if you're consistent with that, I promise you, you will see a change. You'll start to see just the weight come off, and you'll feel the effects. You'll feel better. You'll have more energy. You'll sleep better. And really, this is something that I think is practical, that I've been able for the most part to sustain and just keep the weight off. Another thing that I've been doing recently is there's a company called Revital U that has amazing products that I've been taking for the past few weeks. These are smart products. They have smart coffee, smart cocoa, smart capsules. And what that means is they're healthy. They're healthy. It's healthy coffee, healthy cocoa, healthy capsules that give you energy, that give me focus for the day, and then they're appetite suppressants. They're all natural caffeine, nothing synthetic. These make a huge difference. There's 11 bio-optimized ingredients in there that are good for the body. They are no GMO, no artificial flavors, additives, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, plant-based, vegan. And so this is some good stuff. It's really helped to suppress my appetite and gives me energy for the day. I don't need the energy drink in the afternoon. It gives me energy for the day, focus for the day, and then helps to curb my appetite where I'm not as hungry and don't want to snack as much. And it's all natural, great stuff. So if you're interested in trying a sample, message me, comment, whatever, let me know. I'm more than happy to send you a sample. More than happy to talk to you more about just what I call this everyman's diet that I think is more practical, that'll help help you lose some weight. So really, this is it. This is all I got. Everyman's diet. Not going to happen overnight, but if you be consistent on this, then I promise you will see some results. Once again, Chad Dato. Let me know if you have any questions, if you want to sample Revital U product and try it. Thanks a lot. Bye.